Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm here with my homeboys, Cal Dunjala.
Hey, pal.
Jacob Furman Matera
Hey, guys.
is joining us here on the couch tonight. Jake, you look great there.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Jake looks incredible. Got a new haircut.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest, I don't like what that haircut's doing to you. Danny Dubs, welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
He rented a convertible. That's what he came up in. It's 40 degrees out. Top is down.
Dude, he turned himself into a confirmable.
It's a PT Cruiser. It's fine. It's fine.
But you look great, Furman.
Thanks, man. No, well, I mean, the chat will decide that, but yeah.
Oh, no doubt, baby.
Thanks for having me.
John.
Always here.
Are you ready to meet your hero?
I hope it goes well.
I know it will.
I hope I don't fuck this up.
This is John's big weekend working in the same club as the one and only Joe Gatto.
What if he has a security team? What if I'm
he
not
will.
allowed to access his area?
As someone who tried to once access Lincoln Park, I can tell you just walk past them.
Okay.
I do
I'll just
not.
carry a tray of drinks everywhere I go all weekend.
Yeah, can I get you anything, hun?
Yeah.
It's called Joe Gatto Hun all weekend.
You mind if I grab a picture with you, hun? My kids love you. I'm your biggest fan. I fucking blew it.
Jake, how would you handle this situation?
Oh my God. I think that's the perfect way to do it. It's a pure Joker move to go in there pretend
Pretend to be a
server.
waitress.
Yeah. A waitress. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you had a bikini all this time just for this.
I should be washing his car in the fucking in the parking lot.
I think it'd be a fun prank.
I should. I got a 6-hour drive to write a good introduction prank. So
I think it should involve a gun.
you guys free on Thursday? I'll give you a call and we can write a good introduction prank to meet Joe. Maybe it will be a gun.
There's no muss, no fuss. You get what you want. You deal with the repercussions later.
Okay.
What is the expression? Do what you want, then ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Man, I sound like a retarded mafia man.
Yeah, I was like, that's not it, but yeah.
I'm gonna make him an offer I can't understand.
Ask for
It's-
forgiveness, not permission.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what they did to my dinosaur nuggets. They massacred my dinosaur nuggets.
Mike wakes up, removes the covers, and there's ketchup on it.
All the little dino heads are bit off.
You should give him a little taste of the Joker medicine and just every time you walk past him, just clip a little clothespin to him.
Oh my God. I got to stop and get Post-its.
I'm so excited for you, John.
Me too. Thanks, man.
I can't wait to hear about
This is
this.
going to be fun.
Please record it.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a police
GoPro.
body cam.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'll pretend to be an officer.
There you go.
The fire marshal. Me and the fire marshal. I got a couple friends down in North Carolina. Yeah. One of them's the fire marshal.
Damn.
Dude, you have to get us one video with Joe Gatto for the Patreon. Just in the background.
Just like the back of his head
Yeah.
eating a ham sandwich.
Yeah, throw something at him.
Dude, your set that weekend is just going to be interrupted with Larry.
Oh, man. That's what I should introduce myself as.
Jake, do you have a hero like John has his?
Oh man, too many to name. Who's the guy? Kobayashi. That'd be a good one.
And he was famously a dick to you when you met him, right?
Oh man, no, I don't know who. I mean, I get starstruck pretty much by anyone. Yeah. People I've seen on like lottery commercials, I freak out about. Yeah, the Pennsylvania lottery.
Anybody that tells you to keep on scratching or write in your book.
Who do you feel like you'd rather not meet because you like him that much?
I have met him, and I can truly say that I believe I'll need to take a couple days off from work when Beetlejuice dies.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's your fucking number one. And he was a dream.
It was incredible, and he was so sweet. And it was one of the best nights in comedy for me. And it happened within like my first 6 months of doing stand-up.
Really?
I got booked on a show with Beetlejuice. And we had a green room, and it was the first time I had a green room. And they had this tray of Heinekens that they kept bringing back and refilling. And I was so poor in white trash that as soon as they brought the first tray back, I started stuffing Heinekens into my cargo pockets.
I knew it.
So I had like 6 Heinekens in my cargo pockets, and the lady's like, "No, we're going to bring more." I was like, "Oh, well." And
they're already open and just spilling in your pocket.
You know what you do a set? It's just clinking the whole time.
And Beetlejuice was back there, and I struck up a conversation with him, and he was just so sweet and just he was everything I wanted him to be. And during the course of our conversation, he mentioned that he was selling a DVD after the show, and he's like, I'll give you a copy." And the case that his handler brought his DVDs in had a lock on it, and he's trying to like manipulate the lock. And it was just the sweetest thing, trying to watch him figure it out, and he couldn't do it. And he made, I think the guy's name was Sean. He asked him to give me one. And it was on the video. It's him doing pranks, him fucking a prostitute, him knocking somebody out in a cab. Yeah, it was.
It's a sex tape. He gave you his own Beetlejuice sex tape.
It's a combination of like sex tape, pranks, and just him being Beetlejuice. But the night was everything I hoped it could be. The only other person I could think of is OJ. I would love to meet OJ.
Yeah.
He seems like he's cool to everybody at this point.
He got it out of his system.
He's a pretty cool guy these days.
Guy had one bad night. But yeah, that would those are my two, and Beetlejuice more than anything else.
How many Heinekens did Beetle drink?
No, well, he had one real drink, and then everybody had to be told, like, you can't give him real alcohol because he gets fucked up.
Yeah.
So they were just giving him, they were telling him it was like a Jack and Coke and just giving him a Coke.
Yeah.
So he thought he was drinking.
Damn. Do you think he knew where he was?
Probably not.
Dude.
I'd be pretty nice if I never knew where I was, too.
Oh, my, imagine that, man. You just get driven down to Raleigh, North Carolina.
You go through a door and people just start cheering for you.
It was true, and it was a weird place too. It was like a fucking dining hall, and they used to just have comedy shows there. And this night there were probably like 500 people in this fucking dining hall, and it was that. As soon as he walks in, the place erupts.
Yeah,
and he was hired to MC the event, but he just went up first, and he talked with Reverend Bob Levy, who was the headliner of the show.
Okay,
and they did like a funny back and forth.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Well, that went well.
It was great. John, I'm ready for you to flip this coin because
We've done enough.
You know what? I was very excited for you last week because we did get a little inkling of Stinker episode.
That was wild.
That was very, very, very cool of Zach.
I'm
Everybody
so
got
glad.
what they wanted last week.
Yeah, it was a little bit of something.
Except for Jake. All right, here we go. If you win the toss, we'll talk about a serial killer.
Got to
And if I win, we'll all throw on our bikinis that I brought us. And we'll talk about the Impractical Jokers. Here we go. Oh, again. Woo! Man.
You're going to get one of these days, but I'm glad you're not getting it anytime soon because, boy, got some good ones lined up. Not just tonight, but for the next few weeks, too.
Wow. My luck's
all
about
good
to turn,
ones.
Mike.
It is.
So,
All right. So you mentioned a monkey judge earlier.
sure. Was not my idea. Someone else wrote that
You said
idea.
something about a parking ticket, and then that's what you started going off about. So
Furman is out tonight,
No,
baby.
can I put that dog mask on, please?
You're going to bite yourself. All right. So tonight's little stinker is a gentleman by the name of Earl Nelson, who was nicknamed the Gorilla Killer.
Huh. What he really killed gorillas?
He shot Harambe.
Shut up.
No.
Oh, I got so excited.
He was also known as Gorilla Man, and I've read varying reasons why he was referred to as Gorilla Man and the Gorilla Killer. The most reasonable explanation is that he had long arms, huge hands, and fat lips. Furman, you better cool your fucking jets.
This just seems like something we don't know how lightly to tread on
Yeah.
because we don't have the information in
And
front
he
of
would
us.
also act like a fucking animal.
He would go ape shit. Where did this take place?
John.
What country is this taking place in?
Mostly America, but
Okay.
there were 2 murders in Canada.
All right.
So when I give you the background that I'm going to give you with his childhood, I think you're going to understand where the ape-like accusations come from.
Okay.
If you're ready for them ape-like accusations.
I don't know if I'm allowed to be. Are you allowed to be ready for this?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
All right. So he was born in San Francisco, California, May 12th, 1897. His parents were named James and Francis. And like every other motherfucker we've had on this show, he had a fucked up family life. What do you think happened?
18 what?
1897 he was born.
1897, after the gold rush, probably not doing great. I would say they made him roll down that big old hill. You know the hill?
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Lambert or something?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Did they make the kid roll down the hill?
No, both parents died of syphilis.
That makes more sense.
Before he was 2 years old, his mother died of syphilis 6 months after giving birth to him, and his father died of syphilis about a year later.
They call that the cold rush, John.
He died of a broken syphilis.
Died of a broken heart on.
Is syphilis only sexually transmitted?
That's a great question. Danny, could you look that up real quick?
Because how did he not get it if the wife died of it, when she died?
You're saying it could have been passed on as a baby if it's not sexual?
No. Like the wife got it, died. Was she fucking somebody else with syphilis? Because he didn't die for another year. Or maybe he lived with it for a year.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
I got to know this before I go to Lou Turk's later.
All right, so both parents are dead. He goes to live with his grandma, who keeps him in line. She's into Pentecostalism. But Pentecostals, they fucking speak in tongues.
Snakes and stuff, right?
Yes, snakes, no movies, no alcohol, all the wild shit that you do under a tent.
Mm-hmm.
He lives with her. Go ahead, Danny.
It can be transmitted through intravenous needles as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess they got a porkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think they had needles back then.
Damn.
I think they had needles then. Danny, can you look up when needles were invented?
Agree to disagree on the needle thing. Yeah.
So even though the grandmom tries to keep him in line with by going with the strict religion, he's buck wild, this fucking kid. He eats like a fucking pig. Apparently, anytime he would eat, he would douse his food in olive oil.
Oh man.
And instead of using utensils,
Go on.
instead of using utensils, he would grab the plate and hold it up to his face and mush his face around it until all the food was gone.
Damn.
Ziggy piggy, ziggy piggy. Yeah, that's awesome.
And this continued into adulthood.
And this continued into him being a fucking banker on lunch.
Could you imagine working the restaurant and going over to sing happy birthday and seeing this kid just rubbing his face around his face?
He didn't blow the candle out first.
In 1904, he's 7 years old. He gets kicked out of his grade school.
For what?
For just being a fucking animal.
Damn.
Like he literally is animal from Muppet Baby.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he gets fucking kicked out of school. His grandma doesn't know what to do with him. She's fucking old as shit. And to top it off, it's crazy. Like I got chills when I fucking found this out about our boy. In 1907, fucking Earl Nelson was hit by a trolley.
Whoa.
Another trolley brain like my uncle. And the way he did it was very funny too. Apparently, he was trying to impress some female classmates. And he was like, watch this. I bet you I can get across them tracks before the trolley crosses. He went across and the trolley fucking...
Tail as old as time.
You got to give a motherfucker some pussy at that point. You got to give him some of that ICU pussy.
It's in San Francisco, right? So
Yeah, it's a San Francisco
Johnny,
treat.
would you say he turned Powell Street into Owl Street?
I wouldn't personally say
All
it.
right. Okay. All right.
Sounds like you would say it.
All right, so this motherfucker was knocked out for 6 days.
Damn. Trolleys even go that fast? I feel
No.
like they only go like 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, there was only 9 stops for the trolley.
I don't think trolleys back then could have killed you. They just make you fucking render you permanently whimsical.
You just say yes to life.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, if I don't even know if he's still alive, but my Uncle Eddie, maybe R.I.P. in heaven, happy birthday in heaven. He just looked and acted like someone who was in a permanent state of having 5 beers.
Man, it's exactly where I like to live.
Like he would
Where's
try.
the closest trolley?
Like somebody's got hit by a trolley will like try to wrestle you at situations where you shouldn't wrestle somebody. Will try to tickle you at church. Not that bad, but it's like, dude, you're lucky you got hit by a trolley because right now I would fucking.
Mike, you haven't lived till you tickled someone at church, my friend.
Oh man, so get this. In 1911, my mom dies.
And he's 15, 16?
He's bad as shit. 1911, yeah, he would be like 14.
Does he get the house? What
He does
happens?
not. So he's at the mercy of one of his relatives taking him in.
Damn.
Nobody wants to deal with this motherfucker. He acts like a fucking animal. Ironically, Nelson is his mother's maiden name. At this time, he still had his father's name, which was Feral.
Feral beast.
Yeah, you're not really setting this kid up for success
Wow.
when you're named Feral and you're shitting in the house.
Did the trolley make him use utensils when he ate by any chance? No, no positive impacts from that.
The only relative willing to take his little ass in was his Aunt Lillian, who, out of a sense of obligation, she said, he's my own flesh and blood. I can't leave him hanging. So she takes him in. And she just puts up with him. Like he would do the fucking fucked up eating was the tip of the fucking retard iceberg with this one.
Tell me about it.
Among the things that he would do is she would often have company over and she would be mortified by his behavior. Among the things that he would do is at dinner, he would just start cursing out of the blue. Very cool. He would walk around the house on his hands.
Feet in the air?
Feet in the air.
Wow, that's talented.
John, it gets even better. When there's company over, he would walk on his hands to invade a guest's personal space and stay there until they addressed it.
And then start doing Jim Carrey talking with his butt.
I won't put it past him. But my favorite trick that he would do, my favorite party trick, is he would walk into the room where his Aunt Lillian was with her guest, and he would put his teeth on the back of a chair and pick it up off the floor and walk into the next room with it.
Oh my God.
So now you have a better idea why they called this motherfucker the Gorilla Man.
This is one of the most prolific stinkers.
This is incredible.
Yeah, this guy was a
Dude,
real
he is.
stinker.
Thanks for checking out this Patreon clip. If you want to hear the rest of this episode, in addition to all the other episodes that we post on our Patreon page, you can go to patreon.com/Lil Stinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. John, what do you think?
MOUSE. Fuck.
You are a fucking moron.
MOI retarded. Let's try it again.
Nope, this is it. This is it.
Oh, fuck.
Furman, what do you want to add?
There's a lot of cool stuff on the Patreon. Like Danny Dubs cut together some great murder field trips that we've gone on, like to LA and stuff, and we got more planned down the pipe. Get to see where OJ got murdered. You know, right? He got murdered?
Yeah, he got murdered down the pipe. I heard about that.
All right, so we're going to pretend the last 38 seconds did not happen. So if you go to patreon.com/Little Stinkers, you get early access to every episode that we put out. You get access to all the additional episodes we put out. We do a monthly AMA. We have guest episodes. We do all kinds of fun shit. If you go there, you find all that stuff, and it's only $4. Everything is only $4. It's the only tier on our Patreon. Go check it out. I promise you that if you like the free episodes, you're going to love our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/Little Stinkers.
See you down the pipe.